All right, guys. So this will be update. We're at we're coming right up on 9 months from my first hair transplant, and what is this? Second hair transplant was July 4th, so we're a little over 2 months of the second hair transplant. Looking at some of the questions that have come up on some of my videos. Apparently some of the guys have not seen the older videos, so I'm gonna try and do kind of sort of like a recap to catch everybody up who hadn't seen my earlier videos. I'm filming this right before I go get a haircut, so I'm gonna come back and show more after I get a haircut. So, had my first hair transplant at Ashley Tarkan, December 11th of 2019. So like I said, that puts us right at about 9 months. Was 7,000 grafts, so again, I was starting off at Norwood 6 or 7. So basically all of this was gone. I had no temples, all of the top, all that's is transplanted hair, and also the temple over here. That was 7,000 grafts. I had my second hair transplant also at Ashley Tarkan. That was a little over 2 months ago, July 5th or 6th, I think July 6th. So again, first one was 7,000 grafts here to here. Second hair transplant, July 5th, was 4,500 grafts with, I'm gonna try and show my crown here. See, 4,500 grafts, there you go. 2,500 grafts put in the crown, and then another 2,000 spread amongst the area where the first transplant was done to increase density. 1,300 of those grafts were taken from my beard, which you can see has grown back pretty well. I mean, you can see some parts a little thinner, but I still grow a big beard. Not too much. Didn't do too much damage down there, which I'm happy about. I was a little concerned of how that was going to come out. So, where am I at today? So like I said, this is 9 months. To be honest, I mean, not saying I'm disappointed, but to be honest, I thought that at 9 months I would be a little further along, but not bad. I mean, it kind of looks a mess because obviously, because I've had this second hair transplant, I can't, like when I go to get this haircut, I can't get anything done with any of this on top. I've just been having them fade up the sides and fade up the back, because as you can see, the donor area is still pretty rough. Again, as I've said a bunch of times in these videos, I expected my donor area to take a beating. I mean, so I had a total of 11,500 grafts, 10,000 of which came from the back of my head. All of my donor area was super thick. I just don't think there's any way that you come out of that being able to cover all of this area with 11,500 grafts and still have a complete intact donor site. Somebody else, I think it was K Matthews, that posted his update today, and he had something about realistic expectations. So that to me is another part of realistic expectations. If you are a Norwood 6 or 7, you're completely bald on top. George Jefferson. It's going to be about a choice. If you are going to want enough grafts to get some sort of density and coverage on top, you may sacrifice your donor area to make that happen. That's a risk I was willing to take. That's what I did. You guys will be along to see if it turns out okay or not. As far as other updates, really no updates. I did, since since the second transplant, much like the first one, I did have some bumps in the back that you'll see a lot of guys have. I put some bacitracin on that and that was fine. Of course, went through the itching. Itching is pretty much subsided now. I took Claritin to help with that, but at this point, at a little over 2 months since the second transplant, no, not really any itching. Top of my head is fine. I mean, it's still a little tender as far as like, brushing hard or anything, but it's fine. I have noticed some of those, and I'm sure all you other guys have transplants have had this. I guess when some of those hairs are coming through, you get those like bumps, not bumps like hair bumps, but like lumps underneath your hair. See, I'll try and get a little closer here so you guys can see. So if you see any of those gray hairs that are coming through, that's from the second transplant. That's from my beard, because my beard is mostly gray. This is, my beard is dyed. So they used a lot of the beard hair to add density to the first part covered in the transplant. Get a little closer here with the donor too. I got a new selfie stick that I'm using for this recording, so you guys let me know. Go around to the other side. You can see some little hairs coming in there, but again, we know the crown is the kind of slowest to grow, and it's only been 2 months, so, All right, so I will add more to this video after my haircut. All right, so back from the haircut. I was kind of rushing on that previous part of the video, guys. I was trying to get out to make my appointment. So all I've had him do, as you can see there, is just fade up the sides because I can't touch the top, right? Because I can't touch that for 6 months, and we're at about 2 months post the second transplant. I'll let you see what the back is looking like.